I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Angel, and welcome to my channel, Imperfect Angel, where we're young, Christian, and lit, period. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not, then welcome back, and thank you for tuning in. So today, it's going to be a pretty interesting topic. It's something that God put on my heart to talk to you guys about because it's something that I went through myself, and I feel like it's good. I feel like a lot of people need to hear this because some people take it very lightly on the power of the tongue. So that's going to be today's topic: the power of the tongue, speaking things into existence and watching it manifest. Because I am a true believer of speaking things into existence. So the first thing I really want to say, because you don't really hear too many people talking about, whenever you hear speaking something to existence, you automatically think speaking something good into existence, or it's always something positive, which that's good. But I also want to touch on how you can speak things, negative things over your life as well, because like it say over there in Proverbs, I think it's Proverbs 18:12. I'll put it on the screen. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, or whatever, something like that. I don't know it verbatim, but I'll put it down there. And so you can speak negative things just as you can speak positive things over your life as well. And you can do it subconsciously. You don't even know, you don't even realize that you're speaking negative things over your life. For instance, like I used to have, I had a bad habit of saying like, oh, I don't have time for that. I don't have the patience. My attitude too bad for that. Or I used to always talk about how my back hurt. I got a bad back. I used to always claim having a bad back. And I had to start catching myself, because once I look back, those things will really start coming to pass. My attitude, at one point in time, my attitude was like, my temper was so short. And I realized it's because I'm speaking those things over myself. I'm saying them things constantly. And it got to the point where I was claiming a bad back or whatever, because I would have back pains, but they wouldn't be that crucial. But I was saying it so much, I was speaking it so much, it got to the point where I had to go to the doctor and get prescribed medication because my back would hurt so bad, and it had never been that bad. And I feel like it's because I kept speaking those things. I mean, it was like a habit. I would say it all the time. My friend would always tell me, Angel, stop complaining so much. Like, stop complaining about your back. There's something always wrong with you. And I do truly, honestly feel like that's what it was, because now that I catch myself whenever I'm saying something negative, I try to reverse it. Like, no, my back is fine. My back feels good. Ain't nothing wrong with my back, yada, yada, yada. And now I don't have to take the medication. My back is fine. It hurts sometimes. It's uncomfortable, because it was to the point where I couldn't even drive from Dallas to Temple without having to stop, get out, because my back was hurting so bad. So you have to just be mindful. It's going to take time, because I mean, we talk how we talk. We say things like, I ain't got time for that, I ain't got the patience, or my attitude bad for them, or yada, yada, yada. But I just feel like we should start being more mindful of the things that we say, because in all honesty, we speak most of the bad stuff that happened to us, we speak it upon ourselves. So we can't, but we want to blame God or whatever when something bad happens, when really we the ones that put that on ourselves, or whatever the case may be. Even if it don't even have to be something like that. It could just be like, what's some things that people probably say, like, oh, I'm gonna be single forever, or I'm broke. Like, saying that type of stuff, you're speaking that on you. So I just encourage everyone to just watch what you say. You're not gonna be able to just stop automatically, but just try to get in the habit of, when you hear yourself saying something negative, just hold on, wait a minute, no, I'm not broke. Even if you in the back of your head know you probably you're broke, don't say it. Don't speak it on your tongue. Just be like, no, or don't say it. I'd rather you just not say nothing at all than saying out loud and speaking it that you're broke, or things of that sort. But that's the first thing I kind of want to get out the way. I don't want to talk about anything negative the whole time, but I did want to make a point to talk about how we speak negatively about ourselves, and that can impact our lives. But we're going to leave the negative right there where it's at, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the more positive things. So when it comes to speaking something into existence, I really want to talk about this because the life that I live right now, I manifested that. I spoke it into existence. And just a little short story. I was going to San Francisco State University. Didn't finish that SAM. Came back home and lived with my parents or whatever. I stayed there maybe a year or so, and I got my own place. I was doing well for myself, but after a while, I became complacent, and I was just comfortable with what I was doing, even though, I was able to go and do what I wanted to, but I just knew that that's not where I wanted to be. I didn't want to be in Temple. I didn't want to be making that amount of money. I didn't want to be, my situation is just not what I wanted out of life or whatever. So I started writing in a journal, like a little notebook or whatever, and I wrote down, what was the 4 things? It was 4 major things that I wrote down. It was that I was going to move out of Temple. I wanted to move to Dallas specifically. I wrote I was going to move to Dallas. I was going to get me a new car because I had my car. If you know, you know, Boo was loyal. I had my car since high school. It went through high school. It went through college. And it's actually still rolling as we speak at my mama's house. But anyways, I said I was going to move to Dallas. I was going to get a new car. I was going to get a really nice apartment. Even though my apartment was okay in Temple, I had one of the nicest places in Temple. But I know what I wanted. I was going to get a nice apartment, and I was going to have a better paying job. So I wrote those down. I actually still have the little book, which is crazy because I didn't even realize it until last year. I was randomly reading that little journal book thing or whatever I have over there. And I was like, I had dated it. It was back in 2017 that I had wrote this stuff down. I was just like, I was reading, I was like, all the stuff that I got in this journal, I'm doing. Like, I'm living that reality. And I was like mind blown because I was just like, bro, like I really did this. So it really made me realize that you can speak stuff into existence. You can manifest the life that you want. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to feel like you're not capable of living a certain lifestyle, or it don't even have to be anything about monetary or materialistic things. Like you don't have you don't have to feel like you don't have to be complacent on where you are because that's how your family was, or you can break generational curses. Trust me, I am determined to break many generational curses that's upon my family, but that's besides the point. So yeah, I had wrote down that stuff back in 2017, and then when I was going through it last year, 2019, I realized that I had spoke the stuff into existence, and it made me realize how important speaking positivity, speaking greatness into your life, over your life is, because who's to say I'd probably still be in Temple if I hadn't wrote those things down in that journal and actually start believing it, speaking it, and working towards it. I'd probably still be in Temple, to be honest with you. I'd probably still be in Temple at that same little job doing the same stuff, not really exploring, like not really bettering myself, just being complacent, being stuck. And I feel like a lot of people do that. A lot of people, once they get comfortable somewhere, they be like, okay, this is it. This is just my reality. It ain't gonna be nothing, none of that. Ain't gonna be no leveling up, no flourishing, no prosperity, none of that. Which, what? No, there's no way that I was going to live in Temple for the rest of my life, or not to say that I'm gonna be in Dallas for the rest of my life, but I knew right then that's not what I wanted to do. At that age, that's not what I wanted to do. So yeah, I wrote those things down, and not only writing them down, because it do say me and my friend was just talking about this verse. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm gonna put it down there. But it say, the Lord said to write your vision and make it plain or whatever. So that's the first step in anything. You write it down. But also it says that faith without works is dead. So, however, we can speak things into existence, but we have to believe it for one. Have to have the faith, and we have to work towards that. So I wrote those 4 things down, and I worked towards it. I went out, I searched for a new job. I had got a new job actually in Temple. I had got a better paying job. I started working at Scott & White in Temple through a temporary service. And this was a blessing in itself because, shout out to my mama because she got me that job. But I started there just through like a temp service or whatever. I was only supposed to be there a couple of months. But I was doing so well that within like my first month and a half, the director from Dallas, she asked me to come up there, and I was just like, what? Like, that's crazy. And another thing is how I knew this was nothing but guidance, because before you're even able to get rolled to a permanent position for Scott & White, you have to be there for at least like 6 months. I had only been there for one through a temporary service for only like a month and a half, and the head boss lady, she was like, that's fine, come down here. You don't have to go through no interview. We just gonna set you up, set your desk up. You just gotta go through orientation, stuff like that. So that was a blessing in itself. So boom, there we go. That's like knocking 2 birds out of 1 stone. Boom, I got a better paying job, a much better paying job. I'm getting to move to my city that I said, to Dallas, and so that's 2 things right there that I got knocked out. Boom. So since I have to move to Dallas, I was working downtown. The office is downtown, and that's kind of the area that I want to go, because again, one of the things on my list was to have a nice apartment. I knew I wanted to stay in the downtown. I wanted like a high rise, but whatever. I knew what I wanted. So boom, as soon as I maybe like a month, maybe a couple of weeks to a month after I got the job position or whatever, I get my apartment, which this is not really what I envisioned, this kind of apartment, because I didn't know anything about studio apartments, but apparently these are like the hot things on the market. Why? I don't know. Because it's simple. I had a townhouse, I had up and downstairs, I had plenty of room. But these things right here, these little studio things, they're actually more expensive than the freaking 1-bedrooms. But I would have took the 1-bedroom, because this is just crazy to me. But it's growing on me. But anyway, that's besides the point of getting off track. So yeah, so boom, I got my apartment all by myself, no help. So what's that? I got the better paying job. I got to move to Dallas, and I got my apartment. Boom. Okay, so, and not to mention these, I'm not even thinking about, like, I'm not checking nothing off my list. This was last year. I had forgot that I had even put all this stuff in that little book, but I'm just showing you how God works. And so I'm living in Dallas, whatever, and the last thing on my list was to get me a new car. I wanted me a new car. I was determined to get me a new car. In my name, no help. Maybe 4 or 5 months, I got my car for my birthday. I moved here last March. I got my car on my birthday, or day before my birthday, in August. So it was like 4 or 5 months. Boom, got my car. Thank God. So that just goes to show you, like, you can do whatever you put your mind to. You speak that thing, you believe it, you write it down, you manifest it, you work towards it. You're gonna have to work towards it. I mean, we can speak stuff all day, but you're gonna have to put in the work, duh. But I just want to show y'all, encourage y'all that you can do it. You don't have to be stuck. You don't have to feel stuck, because at one point in time, I did feel stuck. I felt stuck until I was just like, whatever. Like, I was just like, okay, this is just what it is. I'm making enough money to get by, still can do what I want to do, still get my nails and all that stuff done. But hey, once you make up in your mind, first you got to make up in your mind that you want different, you want change. And then you write that thing down, you speak it. And so, speaking of that, I actually wrote down some pointers that I'm gonna give you guys that I do still to this day. Where they at? I forgot them. To ensure that you manifest the life that you want. And even if it's I'll get to that later actually. So the first thing that I do, because even though I manifested the life that I'm living now, this ain't where this is not, I'm thankful whatever that I'm living this life. I'm doing well for myself, you know what I'm saying? But okay, now what's next? I know this is not where I want to be, so it's like, you know, it's a process, it's a level up. You keep leveling up. So for now, my next level is gonna be crucial, honey. I'm telling you. No, but so number one, you write it down. You write it down and you read it every day. You write your vision and make it plain. Like I said earlier, you write down your plan. You write what you want. You write your desires. Even if it's not something like, moving somewhere. Even if it's just like you want peace, speak peace over your life. If you want a relationship, you speak it over your life. If you want whatever it is that you want, I don't know what people be wanting, but at the time that's just what I was desiring, so that's what my plan was. But whatever, if you want to own a business, write that down, speak that into existence, whatever the case may be. If you want to go back to school, write that down, speak that into existence. Write it down, write down whatever it is that you want, write it down and read it every day. Every day. If you don't read it every day, read it every other day. Anytime you even think about it, you just read your plans out, read your vision, speak it. And you have to also write down in your plan how, like the steps on working towards it. The action, what you have to do, because it's one thing to speak it and believe it and have faith, but you have to put in the work. Like I said, you have to put in the work, do what you got to do to make it happen. Another thing that was good for me that I did was make a vision board. Vision boards, they help a lot, because a lot of people are like visual interpreters, visual learners. You have to see it, and you know what I'm saying. So I made me a vision board. It's over there somewhere. I post it on my wall. I look at it every day. I look at my vision board every day. Sorry, y'all. I'm not picking my nose. It just itch. But anyways, I made me a vision board. My YouTube was something else on my vision board. Look, I'm here with you guys. So a vision board is really good. It's a real good tool to have. I would say set a specific time for every day, every single day. I would say set a specific time, set a timer. I have a timer that goes off every day, twice a day actually. Oh wait, no, that timer is just once a day, I'm sorry. To pray over your vision, to pray over your plans. Set out a specific time. It don't matter what you're doing, unless, of course, but if you can, set out a specific time where you're normally not doing anything and pray over your vision. Pray over your plans. The fourth one I would say is you have to remove all distractions. This is a big one. You're gonna have to remove the distractions. Over the course of the past couple of years, I have lost friends that I was friends with for years on top of years on top of years. But you have to remove negative people. You have to remove bad company, people that don't have the same mindset as you, the same focus, aren't focused, want to be in the clubs all the time. Always talking negatively or always in drama or whatever the case may be. You're going to have to delete those people or those things, that social media. You have to let some things go. Just like, for instance, I had to let some people go, as well as I had to let go of getting my nails done every 2 weeks. I had to let go of getting my hair done. I had to let some of that stuff go so that I could save up enough to for like my down deposit stuff for my car, for my apartment, or whatever the case may be. You have to just let some things go so you can focus. So that you can focus or whatever. That's a big thing. That's a big thing, because I'm telling you, when you let those things go and you get into grind mode and you focus on your goals, they're gonna prosper. They're gonna prosper. You're gonna see it. You're gonna feel different. You're just gonna feel, once you let a lot of negative things go, you're just gonna feel like a big relief off of you. Trust me. So that's another thing. And the last one I have that's a good thing, I don't really have many. I have one thing on my fridge, is post self affirmations around your apartment, around your place, at your work desk, whatever. Just post little sticky notes to just keep you motivated and let you know what you need to do. Like, I have a whole checklist on my fridge. Let me know to do this or do that, whatever is on there. I can't remember what's on there. So yeah, that's a good thing. I have notes, notes. What's it called? Sticky notes, whatever they call. Put them everywhere. I don't care. Something that's going to remind you to refocus. I don't care if you have to put it on your TV, on your computer, on your nightstand, on your mirror, in your bathroom, your refrigerator. Put stickies somewhere so that you can remain focused. You can get back on track, because it's gonna be hard. Like I said, it took me 2 years. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it will eventually happen if you keep the faith, you keep speaking it, you keep working towards it. God's gonna keep his promise. He's gonna give you your heart's desires, period. So yeah, those are my little tips or whatever. That's some things that I do to keep myself focused. I feel like a lot of people doubt themselves. Oh, I think that was one too. Yeah, cut out all that self doubt. That was with the eliminating distractions, because sometimes we just doubt ourselves to the point where we start to believe that we ain't good enough, we're not qualified for that job, or he's too handsome for me, or whatever the case may be. You're not good enough. No, that is a lie. You are good enough. Like go back to the beginning, what I was saying about speaking negative things of yourself. You can't do that. You have to keep a positive mindset. You gotta stop comparing your life to other people's life. That's another big thing. Don't compare just because people make it seem like they living a real good life on social media, and that's just what it is. You gotta stop focusing on what they doing and focus on you, because at the end of the day, they can make it look like something, it'd be something totally different. Trust me, I've seen that firsthand. Like, you gotta stay in your lane, stay focused. This is about you, it ain't about them. You, God, and your plan and your life. Manifest what you want. So those are my little tips or whatever. Nothing too crucial. I just wanted to encourage people to keep going, to push for greater. Like, you are destined for greatness. You have to first believe in yourself before anybody else believe in you. But that's about it for this little video. I just want to give a few little tips and tell y'all how I manifested the life that I'm living now and how I'm going. Y'all stay tuned for how I manifest the life that I really want. Like, you just keep leveling up. It's steps at this step. So those are my little tips. I hope I helped somebody. I know this stuff helped. It really helped me. I wouldn't tell y'all nothing that, I didn't try myself, that didn't help me. I wouldn't just tell y'all something if I knew, what I'm saying? I know this stuff can, I know this stuff can help you. This stuff works. Like, so wrap up the video. Like I said, the power of the tongue is great. Speak life into yourself. Speak life over your family. Speak life over your friends, over anything that you care about. I don't just speak life over myself. I speak life over my siblings, my mom, my dad, anybody, my friends, my best friends, like anybody. I'll speak greatness for anybody. But when it comes to you and your plans, your vision, speak it, write it down. Believe it, have the faith, and you gotta keep God first. And he got you. Do your part, he gonna do his part. Period. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to my video. Like I said, I hope I helped somebody out there. Somebody gotta feel me. Somebody gotta feel me, honey. Oh, and shout out to my cousin, Charles Hitchens. I'm gonna put his website down below. This is his clothing line. His wheel is so cute. I love it. So shout out to him. Y'all go support my cousin. He got a couple of different designs or whatever on his website. Shout out to him. His wheel is nuts. About his wheel, not ours, but his. So thank you guys so much. Y'all go ahead and follow me on all my social media. I'm gonna put it down in the description and on the screen, and y'all already know how it go. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for all the love on my first little video. I was so shocked at like the support and the love that y'all showed me. So I'm excited to go ahead and put this video up for y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Leave a comment. If it's something that y'all don't agree with, y'all let me know. We could talk about it. We could talk about it, Pooh. We can talk about it. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so y'all can get notified when I post every Sunday. Like I said, every Sunday I'm dropping that heat. All right, y'all. Love y'all so much. Thank y'all for the support. See y'all next Sunday.